All right, yeah, seeing as we've kind of been doing the Jesse Lee Peterson, I thought we'd start doing these. It'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? Or infuriating. SJW, woke libs, getting owned. Compilation. Let's go.
Hello everyone. Welcome to What Even Is This? Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's laugh at
Oh,
some
yeah, that's the
batshit
channel.
crazy people together.
What even?
Are you voting for Trump? Yep. White supremacist.
How? How can you say that?
How can I say if you vote for Donald Trump, you're a white supremacist?
How?
How? Because you support that man in office.
That's not an argument. I'm gonna need proof that that makes me a white supremacist. You're gonna have to break down the argument.
That's not my job to say that.
You just accused me of being a white supremacist. You should
Are
be
you
able to
voting for
back that
Donald
up.
Trump? Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I sure am.
That's my proof.
Are you voting for Joe Biden?
Yes, I am.
Then you're a pedophile.
No.
Yes, you
Trump's
are.
a pedophile.
You're a pedophile. How? You like to sniff kids.
A woman.
What is it? That's a stupid question, dude. That's a dumb question.
What is a woman? It's not a trick question. What is a woman?
Who identifies as a woman?
You can't answer the question with the question. Yeah, define the woman without saying woman.
It's a social
You're in college, paying for an education. What is a woman?
How about you talk to someone with media training? How about you talk to someone
You don't need media training. It's not a trick.
yeah,
What
media
is a
training.
woman?
Who identifies as a woman?
You
Yeah,
can't
but what are you
answer the question
identifying
with the-
as?
What are you talking about?
It's the college kids of America going hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt who think it's a trick question when you ask them what a woman is.
Does it bother you that there's no prominent African Americans in the White House?
We have to stop believing in this illusion that because somebody is black, they represent my interests. We learned that lesson via Barack Obama. I mean, he was in the White House for 8 years and didn't do much for the black community. So I'm not interested in the color of people's skin.
So
I'm
it's-
interested in what they do and what they
so
accomplish.
I'm really interested in your perspective here.
Yeah, I think that we have to stop believing that diversity is the color of people's skin, because that's an illusion that the left has sold, that somehow because somebody matches my skin color, because somebody matches my gender, they have my best interests at heart. Unfortunately, if you believe in the ability to think and to have a dialogue, that is a position that's on the right today.
Do you know what the key thing that was said there was by the woman interviewing her? I think she thought this is a black woman, kind of to do with politics. Throw out there's, and when she said the key thing there was, oh yeah, I'm really interested in your perspective, as she's looking through her papers. That's a clear sign that she's not. And basically, what that meant was, that's not the answer I was expecting. Do you know what I mean? And you're a black person saying that. You're meant to go along and say with what we want you to say. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that.
Would be okay with restricting freedom of speech. You would be okay with restricting or increasing, creating actually, speech laws if that were voted on by the masses.
If the masses want it, absolutely.
Really?
Yes, I absolutely would.
I'm surprised, as someone, you said you're a PhD candidate,
Yeah.
so you're obviously a very smart person, how you don't see the grave risk, just the unbelievable risk of violence associated with centralizing the power and who determines speech and what's permissible.
I
Done
simply
better.
ask you for the source.
Okay.
Can you give me the source
Nazi
on that?
Germany, Soviet Russia, Castro, Che Guevara regimes, current UK, Canada, Maoist China. Need I go on?
I'm just asking you to give me a scholarly source that says that.
Okay, I don't have a scholarly source with me right now saying that Nazi Germany is worse off with speech laws than the United
And so
States.
what
You asked me for sources. One country that has better net results for human freedom and human rights by restricting speech. What's your source? One.
Why should your
Do you know
right
what?
to freedom of speech?
Yeah, sorry to keep pausing this, but what you said about the UK is true. I said the fact, it's a crazy fact. In the year 2018, Russia, there was 800 people in Russia in prison for saying something on social media. In the UK, it was 3,300 in the UK. No one knows about that. No one talks about that. That's disgusting. So yeah, he made a good point.
Trump a trans person's right
Oh,
not to be
yeah.
offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable. But you're exercising your freedom of speech to certainly risk offending me. And that's fine. I think more power to you as far as I'm concerned.
You haven't sat there and I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
that's one of the greatest moments ever.
You have got me. You have got me. I'm trying to work that through in my head. Yeah. It took a while.
It did, yeah.
It took a while.
Well, it's the truth because you believe in affirmative action. So I said, Mark Black. If you're a Greek student, I'm in an interracial relationship, so I can speak to this. I have a son that's half white and a son that's half black and a daughter that's half white and half black. Okay. They're going to mark black because I know that there are people like you at the universities who will say, well, because this person is black, I'm just going to let them in.
No, they're going to mark black because they're black.
Well, they're half black and half white. They're both, right? So it is true. You overlook interracial students.
Oh,
so what do you mean? Why are you saying they're going to mark black?
Socialized in our society.
So the answer is, if you can't, I mean, you can mark both. Can you mark both? I don't know if you can. Yes. What are you going to look at that applicant as a little bit less because they're half white? How do you guys figure that out?
How they look at it is, again, holistically across a number of different factors.
I love me a buzzword. Holistically and racial consciousness.
Oh, yeah? Reverse discrimination is a buzzword.
It's not reverse discrimination. It's just discrimination. It's just racism if you're judging people on the basis of their skin color. I don't know why this is so difficult. I mean, you have to go through an extraordinary amount of school. You almost have to have a PhD to not be able to see this. That's what makes my blood boil. I mean, it's just, I am not less than you because you are white. I don't need you to look at me and feel bad for me because of the color of my skin. And that's effectively what you're doing every time you take an application and you say, oh, well, this girl's black, so I kind of feel bad for her, so I'm going to put her at the top of a line. It's just not necessary. I believe, right, that black Americans are capable of performing in the same capacity as their white peers. You two don't actually believe that. Because if you support affirmative action, you are basically saying that black Americans cannot do it on their own.
She's fire. She's fire. And the greatest line in that was when she said, no, it's just discrimination if you're judging someone by the color of their skin. You almost need to have a PhD to not be able to see that. That's genius. It reminded me of the Randy Newman, college men from NSU. When in dumb, come out dumb too.
I don't like you. I think you spread hate. I think you spread bigotry. I think you piss a lot of people off because you're just an awful person. I don't think you really want to debate because you're just here to piss people off and energize your crowd of racists.
What have I ever said that's racist?
Oh, what?
Can you name one thing?
I'm Hispanic. Can I support Charlie?
Can you name
Does that mean anything?
Can you name a second thing I've ever said that's racist?
I think you're just trying to play a game, and I think this is obviously going to be used.
What have I ever said that's hateful?
I just want to hate you. You're awful. Get off my campus.
When have I ever said anything that's hateful? Have a nice day. He can't say anything I've ever said that's racist because I've never said anything that's racist. That is the American left in one picture, everybody. Lots of rage and no wisdom.
Severely mismanaging the country. I mean,
also, don't believe he's never said nothing racist. Everybody said something racist.
I'm just here to kind of mock the legacy media. Your numbers are going down every day, and our numbers are going up, right? Like combined, the YouTubers are getting like 30 million views a month. You're dying. And it's because do you know what your rating is on Trustpilot, business review site? 84% 1 star for the BBC, 59% 1 star for ITV, and 72% 1 star for Channel 4. I don't care what you say. You are just smear merchants. Not one of you can tell me what I believe. Not one of you knows. But all of the public know because they can go to my YouTube channel, Saga McCad, and just watch for themselves. I've been doing this for 5 years. I have nearly 1 million subscribers. Just go and have a look. I'm not answering your questions. I'm not apologising for anything. You dirty, dirty smear merchants. Get back.
What is wrong with black people that they're not smart enough to earn their own way without complaining?
Black people are so smart that we are the ones that ignorant white people came over to the motherland to build this nation.
That's not true.
Black people are so
That's not true. You're not an honest person. That's not true. Black people were sold. That's not true. Hey, black people were sold by other blacks to the Arabs, and the Arabs sold the blacks around the world. It wasn't white people.
Reverend Jesse. White people stole us.
That's not true. That's not true.
We built the Capitol. We built the White House.
Y'all
we built
didn't do
many of
nothing.
the edifices. We built many of the edifices that are in Washington, D.C. We did the layouts for the government.
Why? So if you people are so smart, why are you still begging? Why are you destructive? Why are you begging and whining? If you're so smart, why isn't that happening now?
Begging who? I don't believe in begging white people for
You're
anything.
begging for reparation for whites. You're begging from affirmative action. You're begging to get into their schools without earning the way. You're begging to be air traffic controllers without having to pass the test. You're begging for everything, for food stamp, for free health care, free government cheese, and all kind of stuff. You're just begging. If you're so smart, act like it and stop begging. Why are you begging?
Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? If you're so smart, that's what makes me laugh with them type of black people when they say that they're like holding us down because we are the powerful. We like, and to be honest, it's basically what they're saying is black supremacy. But for some reason, it's all right. But yeah. If it's like, if you're so smart, if you're so powerful, if you're so whatever, then why aren't you, do you know what I mean? Why are you whinging about something and not going out there and killing it? Yeah. Yeah. It's a crazy world we live in these days. But yeah. Yeah, I think I definitely want to watch more Candice Owen. Because she just is like, she like a Jack Russell. Or something like that. Like, you could see she was getting annoyed by that Beatty. By talking about judging with skin colour. Oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to say in that, is that that's what Bob Marley's song One Love is about. People use Bob Marley as like a black symbol, but he's not. He is like her children. Half black and half white, and not many people know that about Bob Marley. But that's where he came up with the concept of one love. Because when he was growing up in Jamaica, white people didn't accept him because he was black. And the black people didn't accept him because, yeah, he's half white. And he saw himself as the cure for racism from both sides, because he's both sides. And that's where he come up with one love. He's one love. Bob Marley is one love. I see something the other day when they were saying that some black person saying Bob Marley is a black right or black supremacist thing. It's like he's not. You need to just do a little bit of research on Bob Marley and where one of his biggest songs, One Love, come from. But yeah, anyway, that's the reaction. Sweet.